Welcome to Eureka Math. I'm Mr. Schenkel. This is 8th grade, Module 4, Lesson 20. Let's get started. Okay, we've been working with slope-intercept form of a line and graphing lines based on the slope-intercept form. And today we have to work the other way. We're going to work backwards and take the line that's given to us and write it in slope-intercept form. So what do we need to write in slope-intercept form? Well, we need the slope and we need the y-intercept. So we're going to do that first. We're going to find the y-intercept, and that's where the line crosses the y-axis. That's right here. So my y-intercept is a -3. And then the slope is, remember, change in y over change in x. So if we move up 2 and then right 3, that gets us back on the line again. So our slope is the change in y, 2, over the change in x, which is a +3. So slope is 2/3. And then we can write it in slope-intercept form. Y equals 2/3 x -3. Okay, next one. Let's see, I've got a y-intercept here at +2, so my b value is a 2. And then the slope, well, I would have to go down 1 and then right 4. So down 1 is a -1 and right 4 is a +4. So my slope is the change in y, -1, over the change in x, 4. And then we can write the equation y equals -1/4 x plus 2. All right, exercises. Number 1, same thing. We're going to write the equation, and then we're going to change the equation into standard form. So the first one, I've got a y-intercept at +2, and my slope is going to be, well, I'm going to go down this time, down 3, so that's a -3. And then to the left 1, that's a -1. And so that's the change in y, -3, over the change in x, -1. And so I get y equals, a -3 divided by a -1 is a +3/1, or just a +3 x. And then plus my y-intercept, which is 2. So y equals 3x plus 2. And then to get it into standard form, remember standard form is ax plus by equals c. All I need to do is subtract 3x from both sides. Get that x over on the left side, and then I'm going to have my x value first, my positive y value is second, and left on the right-hand side is just my constant 2. So -3x plus y equals 2 is standard form. Number 2. I cross at -1, so b is -1, and my slope, let's go down 2, that's a -2, and right 3, that's a +3, so my slope is the change in y, -2, over the change in x, +3. So my equation, y equals -2/3 x minus 1. Okay, and then to change to standard form, this is a -2/3 x, so I'm going to add 2/3 x to get rid of it and balance the equation, and we get 2/3 x plus y equals a -1, standard form. Number 3. Let's see, we cross the y-axis at -4, so my b value is a -4. That's the y-intercept. And slope, let's go down 1, so that's a -1. And then to the right, let's see, to the right is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a +5. So my slope is a -1/5, -1/5. Equation in slope-intercept form, y equals -1/5 x minus 4. Okay, and then we can change to standard form by adding 1/5 x, balance the equation, and we get 1/5 x plus y equals -4, standard form. Okay, number 4, write the equation that represents the line shown. This time we cross at 0, so my b value is 0, and my slope is, well, I can go up 1, that's a positive 1, and right 1, that's a positive 1, so slope is 1 over 1, which is 1. So y equals, my slope is 1x, or just x, and plus 0 I don't need, so my equation is y equals x. To make this into standard form, just subtract x from both sides. I get a -x plus y equals 0. There's nothing left on the right side, so that's a equals 0. And that is our standard form. Number 5. We cross at 5, so b equals 5. And then our slope, up 1 and right 4. So slope is, the change in y is a positive 1, the change in x is a positive 4. Y equals 1/4 x plus 5. And then subtract 1/4 x from both sides. And we get a -1/4 x plus y equals 5. Okay, number 6, last one. I'm going to cross the y-axis at -7, so b is -7. And then our slope. Well, let's see. This one's going quite a ways. It looks like the first place I cross another intersection is there. So this is 8 up. That's a plus 8 all the way up to here. And then to the left, 5. So that's a -5. So my slope is 8 over -5, or a -8/5. Slope-intercept form. Y equals a -8/5 x minus 7. And then add 8/5 to both sides, 8/5 x, and we will get standard form. 8/5 x plus y equals -7. Okay, that is lesson 20. I hope that helps. See you again next time.